Fast and Furious 11, or Fast X, Part 2, is being described as the franchise's finale, meaning the series cannot ignore Brian O'Connor any longer. Paul Walker, who played Brian in 6 Fast and Furious movies, tragically passed away on November 30, 2013, when filming for Furious 7 had yet to be completed. The Fast saga has referenced Brian and honored Walker's legacy within the franchise multiple times now, from the emotional ending scene of the 7th installment to Little Brian. Still, Brian's presence in the story has been very limited, which is something Fast 11 will have to address. While the Fast and Furious timeline now includes 11 movies in a rather confusing order and even an animated series, it all started as the simple story of an undercover FBI agent becoming best friends with a known local criminal. The friendship between Toretto and O'Connor made The Fast and the Furious more than just another action movie and laid down the path for what would become a massive franchise. Any references to Brian will be bittersweet, but the upcoming Fast and Furious 11 needs to find a way of including the character. Brian O'Connor has to return for Fast and Furious to have a proper ending. Fast X, Part 2 needs Brian O'Connor. Paul Walker as Brian and the poster for Fast X. Fast and Furious 11 is expected to be the final Fast and Furious movie, at least from the main series. While Vin Diesel once discussed a potential Fast and Furious 12 that would act as Part 3 of the finale, everything is now suggesting that Fast X, Part 2 will be the final chapter of the Fast saga, especially after Fast X's disappointing box office performance. Fast and Furious has wasted a couple of perfect opportunities to have a great finale, including but not limited to Fast 5 and Furious 7. Therefore, now that Fast and Furious is finally concluding, it should not ignore Brian. Naturally, including Paul Walker's character is extremely tricky and will result in bittersweet scenes. Still, be it through visual effects in the style of what is done in Furious 7 or subtle references and body doubles, Fast X, Part 2 must find a way of having Brian be part of the finale. The Fast saga correctly avoided recasting or writing off Brian completely, but he must have a bigger presence in the franchise's finale.